Please take your seats. Interior of Local Government, Secretary Ben-Hur Abalos for his kind introduction. Her Excellency, the Ambassador of the United States to the Republic of the Philippines, Her Excellency Mary Kay Carlson, and the other excellencies who are here, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Tourism Secretary Cristina Garcia Frasco, PMS Secretary Naida Angpin, Leyte Province Governor Carlos Jericho Petilla, Samar Province Governor Cherie Ann Tan, Palo Municipal Mayor Remedios Petilla, and the members of the Veterans Federation of the Philippines, led by Region 8 President Jose Hakla, the members of the sons and daughters of veterans, of which I am a proud member, my fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good morning. It is an honor to be here with you to celebrate this commemoration of the Leyte Gulf landings. I thank the provincial government of Leyte for organizing the commemoration of this important and historic event. This event that shaped the destiny of our nation and the entire world in our pursuit for independence. When the Allied forces landed on these shores in 1944, the freedom of the Philippines was restored, and the bond between our peoples, founded upon the ideals of justice and liberty, strengthened and renewed. Changing circumstances have tested this bond in the past, yet they hold and hold strong to this day. This bond will continue to be tested well into the future, but I am confident that it will continue to hold as we move forward. Because a fellowship like ours, forged in the fires of war and sealed with the blood and sweat of our patriots and veterans, will forever bind our people's destinies and futures together. We commemorate this event, but let us remember the courage and heroism demonstrated by our war veterans, fellow Filipinos, Allied forces, and for that matter, even the Japanese forces, who offered their lives in a quest to attain peace and freedom that we now enjoy. They who have fought and died in and for this land will have their names forever etched in the pages of history. We express our most profound gratitude for the sacrifices that they had made in reclaiming our freedom and for ushering in a new age of peace for our people and for the world. This government will always continue to look after the welfare of our war veterans. For as we commemorate on this hallowed ground, sanctified by the blood, the life, and the sacrifices of our brave veterans, we cannot allow our memories to lapse. We must always remember that this was the best of Filipinos. We can never truly repay the price they paid for their gifts of peace and freedom, but we can honor their heroism and their memory by continuing the great work that they had begun. For when they arrived here, they did not only bring the resolve to pursue the war to its bitter end, but they also carried with them the hopes and dreams of an entire generation for a more peaceful and harmonious world. The seeds of peace and solidarity that have been planted during that time have blossomed to nurture deep, abiding, and fruitful friendships that we now share with one another. It is truly heartwarming to see the tides turning for the better since that fateful day, with foes becoming friends and friends even becoming closer, all striving to attain peace and harmony in the global community. It is with gladness to see that no matter how our differences had once divided us, we are now all together in partnership, working for a better world that is living in accord, understanding, and respect. Carrying on the legacy of the great work of our forebears, let us continue moving forward by building a future where our relationships are defined not by our circumstances, which are fleeting, nor by our differences, which must be set aside. Rather, let our relationships be defined by our shared values and ideals, which are stronger and endure. We can achieve this by engaging in constant dialogue, by collaborating in mutually beneficial endeavors, and by harnessing our collective strengths to foster goodwill, cooperation, and trust among our peoples. With such shared aspirations for a more harmonious and more interconnected community of nations, let us build the future that we will be proud to bequeath to succeeding generations. Ladies and gentlemen, 78 years ago, these shores were witness to the horrors and bloodshed brought by the worst that mankind could bring. Now we revisit these sands and wash them anew with the goodness that we know we are all capable of. As your President, you must be assured that this administration will always advocate for peace and for unity. Domestically, we will strengthen our peace-building efforts, especially in conflict-affected areas. Externally, we will continue to pursue the enhancement of our relation with all our neighbors towards ensuring security, addressing global issues, and facilitating now the post-pandemic growth, addressing climate change, and all the existential challenges that our country faces. Moreover, we will continue to support initiatives that will not only preserve our historical and cultural sites, but will also deepen the Filipino people's sense of national identity.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency, President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, let's hear a special message from the Honorable Mayor of Ormoc City, Mayor Lucy Torres Gomez.
Your Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., whom we fondly know as BBM, PBBM now, Madam Secretary Cristina Garcia Frasco,
Thank you.
Her Excellency Ambassador Mary Kay Carlson, Postmaster General Norman Fulgencio, Dr. Rene Escalante, Chairman of the NHCP and NCCA, Congressman Richard Gomez, Vice Mayor Carmelo Locsin Sr., Secretary Ben-Hur Abalos, thank you for being here also. And a former colleague of mine who now works with the President, also Tita Naida Angping, thank you for being here. Mayor Matt Torres of Cananga, members of the 16th Sangguniang Panglunsod, the Punong Barangays and the Barangay Councils, educators, my fellow Ormocanons, maing buntag natong tanan. And to our honored guests, thank you very much for gracing this most momentous day in the history of the City of Beautiful People, the commemoration of the 75th Charter Day of Ormoc City. What makes a city? Just as Rome was not built in a day, everything magnificent needs time to develop and season into something great. As the city of Ormoc turns 75 years old today, she is but a teenager, one that is full of promise and potential, one that continues to tread the path of growth. I believe that we are the sum of all our stories and experiences, for these are the very bricks that make up the spirit and character of who we are as a city and a people. And if our stories are the bricks, our relationships and friendships are the mortar that bond and secure these bricks. One such relationship is that of our great nation ally, the United States of America. It was in the Battle of Ormoc Bay in 1944, a reenactment of which you saw a few minutes ago, that the U.S. forces regained control of Ormoc, ending the Japanese occupation, which was pivotal in winning the war. Mr. President, during your last visit to Ormoc City, the entire city in this very Superdome rallied behind your candidacy. Overwhelmingly. And the people you see here now have been awake since 5 a.m. just to be here with you. And what a joy it is for all of us today to finally welcome you again as the 17th President of the Republic of the Philippines. Thank you for gracing this most momentous day in the history of this city of beautiful people, the commemoration of the 75th Charter Day of Ormoc City. I would like to share with you, Mr. President, and with a lot of people here also, this little known trivia, that on October 24, 1982, almost exactly 40 years ago, your father, President Ferdinand E. Marcos Sr., visited Leyte and the Ormoc area to inaugurate the Leyte Industrial Estate. The other major project initiated by President Marcos Sr. was the Tungonan geothermal power plants. And I am very pleased to say that these economic infrastructure projects from the previous Marcos administration still continue to bear fruits up to this very day. With the present Marcos administration, your administration, Mr. President, I have no doubt that our city will be even more blessed. Today, the city of Ormoc is standing on higher ground. I salute all the city mayors before me, most especially then Mayor, now Congressman Richard Gomez, who set the stage of peace and prosperity for the next chapter of successful socio-economic development of the city. And while we have achieved significant milestones, we realize that there is so much more for us to do. Ormoc City and the Ormocanon people have high aspirations to be a healthy blue zone city, to be a city of beautiful spaces and deep cultural appreciation and development. This is, of course, side by side with our economic goals, and one of our priorities is to become the organic food basket for the Visayas, serving all Filipinos nationwide. Pakpak mga farmers. The city of Ormoc is very unique because it is endowed with both fertile plains and highlands, affording us the perfect conditions for a wide range of high-value fruits and vegetables. The very same terrain also provides us with magnificent tourist visual attractions that only a few places can offer. On the occasion of the 75th anniversary as an independent component city, Ormoc City feels younger than ever, ready to take on new challenges and adapt to national and global changes in the post-pandemic world. And with you at the helm, Mr. President, we are confident that our country will successfully weather through these global turbulent times. The city of Ormoc humbly takes your lead. Once again, thank you for honoring our city with your presence. And to all our distinguished guests, welcome and thank you for joining us as we mark this most memorable occasion. Daghang salamat.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mayor Lucy Torres Gomez. At this point, may we request the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., Ormoc City Mayor Lucy Torres Gomez, Congressman Richard Gomez, and the CEO and Postmaster General of PhilPost, Mr. Norman Fulgencio, to kindly proceed to the side of the easel stands for the launching, unveiling, and signing of the commemorative stamps. Respectable guests, please lift the stamping frame's veil at the count of 3. In 3, 2, 1. At this juncture, may we invite our President, Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., Ormoc City Mayor Lucy Torres Gomez, and Postmaster General Mr. Norman Fulgencio to proceed to the table for the signing of the official first day cover. We would like to invite everyone to witness the signing. And that was the historic signing of the official first day cover. And now may we request our Honorable Mayor Lucy Torres Gomez and Congressman Richard Gomez to present a token of appreciation to His Excellency, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. The plaque reads, the Philippine Postal Corporation issues a commemorative stamp on October 20, 2022 for the 75th Charter Day of Ormoc City. It is the pioneer city of Leyte with 110 barangays and the first non-provincial capital city of the Philippines. Ormoc City adjudged as the 2005 most business-friendly city in the Visayas and one of the cleanest and greenest city in the country. This prestigious award is a leading tribute to visualize Ormoc as beauty by the bay, a wonderful place to visit, whether for business or pleasure.
Please, thank you. Thank you very much, Secretary Manny Bunuan of the Department of Public Works and Highways for his kind introduction. Our DILG Secretary, Secretary Benhur Abalos, our Tourism Secretary, Secretary Cristina Garcia Frasco, Presidential Management Staff Secretariat Maria Zenaida Angpin. Well, of course, our hosts for today's activities, our good friends from Ormoc City, the Congressman of the 4th District, our Congressman Richard Gomez, and the new city mayor. Pinag-uusapan namin kung ano yung kaibahan, kung nasanay na siya. Parang pareho yung experience namin paglipat namin sa legislature, napunta kami sa local. Pareho yung naging experience namin, overworked and underpaid pagka nasa LGU. Our Ormoc City Mayor, Lucy Torres Gomez. Philippine Post Office Postmaster General and CEO Norman Fulgencio, the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, and the National Commission for Culture and Arts, Chairman Dr. Rene Escalante, CHESA Chief Operating Officer Mark Lapid, na kasama namin galing Tacloban, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang tanghali na po. Magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat. Parang pagpasok namin ni Mayor Lucy at ni Kong Richard, pagpasok namin dito, nung nakita ko ulit ito, sabi ko parang familiar sa akin itong lugar na ito eh. Dahil nung last na pagpunta ko dito sa Ormoc, ay nagrally tayo dito sa Superdome na ito. At kaya siguro karapat-dapat lang naman na dahil nandito na nga tayo, ay kailangan ko paabot ang aking napakalaking pasasalamat sa inyong lahat sa suportang ibinigay ninyo. Sa suportang ibinigay ninyo sa akin sa nakaraang halalan. At hindi ko po makakalimutan yon. At kahit na marami tayong hinaharap na kahirapan, na mga challenge kung tawagin, ay hindi kami mapapagod, hindi namin titigilan ang aming trabaho dahil alam ko na malaki ang kailangan kong isukli sa inyong suporta. At ang isusukli ko sa inyo ay ang aming trabaho at ang pagpaganda muli ng Pilipinas at ng buhay ng Pilipino. Kaya nung nakita ko na may pagkakataon na makapunta ulit sa Ormoc at mabati kayong lahat at mapasalamatan kayong lahat, ay sinabi ko kahit papano gawin natin. Galing kami sa Palo, sa Leyte, dahil nag-celebrate doon sa Leyte Landing. Every October 20 Leyte Landing ay may celebration doon sa Palo. Malapit na lang, kaya sabi namin lumipad muna tayo sa Ormoc at meron palang Foundation Day celebration ang Ormoc. Dapat nga naman talaga na laging pinagdidiriwang ang Foundation Day ng Ormoc dahil napakahaba ng kasaysayan ng bayan ng Ormoc, City of Ormoc. So it is my pleasure to join you today as we observe the celebrations of the 75th Adlaw sa Ormoc. This commemoration is a testament to the collective resilience and good character of the Ormocanos. Through your local history and shared experiences, you have assured us all that no matter how uncertain the future remains, we know that your strong sense of solidarity and cooperation will always lead us to greater feats. These are the characteristics of national unity, the national unity we spoke about for so many months, because it is what we badly need to heal our nation from political divide and diversity. With this, I thank you as you have responded for that call for unity, especially in the past national elections. Your overwhelming support, your faith and trust in me as you are among the strongholds of our collective victory. Wala namang nanalo ng halalan na nag-iisa. Isa lang ang nahahalal, ngunit marami at napakalaki at napakalalim ng utang ng loob sa napakaraming tao dahil hindi naman mangyayari ito kung hindi ko kayo kasama. I will forever remember and cherish that kindness that you showed us and the support that you gave us. Now, the work has begun, and I am pleased to return to speak before you today, bringing this administration's message of encouragement and of commitment. Bearing the zeal and drive for unification, I hope that the city government of Ormoc will bind its people and sustain its programs and projects that are primarily geared to attain the crises that we face, that of food security, that of energy supply, and the change in the global climate. When we ensure that the present generation receives quality education and the Filipino people become free from hunger, we can make our lives more comfortable and usher country to the heights of progress. Aside from these, it is likewise commendable that you have given emphasis to initiatives that address the vulnerability to natural hazards and climate change. Hindi natin makakalimutan ang mga pangyayari noong tayo'y tinamaan ng Yolanda. At naalala ko na ang inyong congresswoman ay nababalitaan na nandun kami sa Tacloban, umiikot kami sa buong Leyte, marami kaming ginagawa. At nagpapadala ng message sa akin. Sabi niya, huwag mo naman kalimutan yung Ormoc. Alam ko, tinatrabaho mo na mabuti yung Leyte, pero huwag niyong kakalimutan yung Ormoc. Kaya nakapagpadala din kami ng tulong dito. At hindi ko makakalimutan at wala siguro sa atin na nakadaan dyan ay makakakalimot kung gaano kabigat. Yung Odette na dumating, hindi kasing lakas, pero ganun din ang damage. Yung mga dumadaan na bagyo, ay talagang kailangan natin isipin na mabuti kung paano natin babaguhin ang ating pamumuhay, kung paano natin babaguhin ang ating mga ginagawa upang tayo naman ay masagot natin itong global warming na nararamdaman natin. Tayo dito sa Pilipinas ay napaka-vulnerable tayo dyan sa mga problemang ganyan. Kaya lahat ay kailangan natin gawin para alagaan natin ang ating environment, alagaan natin at maging conscious tayo sa ating paggamit ng mga natural resources dito sa Pilipinas dahil kung hindi tayo mag-ingat ay mauubos natin lahat. With the implementation of your local climate change action plan of 2016 to 2025, you help the executive branch of government to deliver our mandate, to boost civic engagement and to raise public awareness. Importante po ito dahil ito nga po ang sinasabi ko tungkol dito sa global warming. Lagi ko pong sinasabi, ito ang kauna-unang global na problema, na talagang global. Bakit talagang global? Dahil bawat tao sa buong mundo ay nararamdaman ang mga effects of climate change. At para tayo ay maayos natin ang problemang ito, kailangan natin ang tulong ng bawat isang tao sa buong mundo. That is why it is the most existential, the first global crisis that we need as humanity have to face together. So by developing and utilizing renewable energy, you help our country and the world minimize the negative impacts of fossil fuel. I look forward to these advancements that will yield to bounties beneficial to the environment, our economy, our people. It is noteworthy that alongside conserving and taking care of our natural resources, you also give importance to intervention for the development of families. I applaud this and your partnership with the Commission on Population and Development to implement your social protection program for adolescent mothers and their children. As the 15th locality to become a city in the entire Philippines and the first in the Eastern Visayan region, these accomplishments you have championed continue to speak of your excellence in service and in governance. With this, I once again will repeat this administration's commitment to support those programs and projects for the betterment of your locality and for our country. And finally, I call on the people of Ormoc City to actively participate. Meron pa rin tayong kailangan na pag-alagaan. Kung minsan, dahil kaya ganyan, wala na tayong mask, hindi na tayo masyadong maingat, ay kakalimutan natin, nandiyan pa ang pandemya. Medyo mahina na, pero mas hihina yan kung tayo po ay magpa-booster shot. So gagamitin ko na lang itong aking pagkakataon na nagsalita sa inyo, magpa-booster shot po kayo para mabawasan na lahat ng infeksyon. Mabuksan na natin lahat ng negosyo. Wala ng protocol, wala ng plastic, wala ng kung ano-ano pa. Bukas lahat ng restaurant, bukas lahat ng mga tindahan, bukas lahat ng mga panghahanap buhay ng ating mga kababayan. Kaya't maimamadali yan kapag tayo ay sumama sa Pinas Lakas vaccination campaign against COVID-19. Mababa pa tayo pa sa booster uptake. Dito sa inyo, 33%. Pero alam ko, kaya ninyong paakatin yan. It is essential that we increase that rate to 50% para meron tayong tinatawag na wall of immunity. Magtulungan tayo. Napakahalaga nito at marami tayong magagawa kaagad. So, i-prioritize natin ang ating health so that with renewed vigor and with new strength, we can act unrestrained in our efforts to bring forth a better, a brighter, and more united Philippines for everyone. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po kayong lahat. Magandang tanghali po.
Thank you very much, His Excellency President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr.